Welcome to another bald eagle fishing adventure. And as you can tell, I'm back in the kitchen. So no fishing today, but I'm going to share something with all of you that is very dear to my heart, and that is smoked salmon. And I'm not talking about the standard smoked salmon that maybe some of you have had, including myself, where it was like a dried up piece of jerky. Now, this is so very different from that. It's when it comes off of the smoker, it's moist. It kind of, you can just break it apart. It's got the moisture in there. It's fully smoked, but it's not to the point where it's petrified the fish. So, anyways, I will be going over everything that I do, start to finish. This is probably somewhere around 15 plus years of perfection of getting this to the point of where I want to be able to share it with you guys. Lots of failures with it. I wouldn't say a lot of failures, but just making it the recipe better and better. And it's funny because when I first started this process, I thought it had to be really elaborate, all the different kinds of things to put into the brine and so forth. And it all led back to where I'm at now, and it reminds me of KISS. Keep it simple, stupid. And that's what I've got. I've got simple ingredients, not many of them, and the way it's done, and then on the barbecuer, smoked, yum. So here we go, and we're going to get started. So there's two brines to this. The first brine is we use a cup of salt. So here's the salt I use, just plain salt. I put a cup of that in, and it all goes into here. And I've already done this, so I'm just kind of giving you the ingredients at this point. So a cup of salt, a cup and a half of brown sugar. Just as long as it's this says golden brown sugar, but brown sugar is what you want. So a cup and a half of brown sugar. Now I have not put in the bay leaves. So the bay leaves you want, I like to use about three to four. There's probably four there. And then just what I do is I put it in the palm of my hand and I just kind of crinkle it all up real nice, just like that. You just wanted to break it all up into little tiny pieces and let it kind of go right into that mixture, okay? Just like that. So that's it on the bay leaves. Then we're going to do a little bit of rosemary. Rosemary, I like a little pinch of it. So let's exact measurement. I don't know if there's a real exact measurement that I kind of use. I'll use the palm of my hand, and I'll just kind of show you. So I put about that much. Okay, so I would say that's probably maybe a tablespoon. We'll go with a tablespoon. And I throw that in there. Okay, and also to the salt and the brown sugar is a gallon of water. So make sure that your pot can hold. And why don't you come back here with the camera so everybody can see. You want the liquid and so forth to be about halfway up on the pot, because once you add the salmon, and I'm putting in about 5 to 8 pounds of salmon, and they're all going to be chunked about this size. This is a couple of smaller salmon that I caught back in very early July, and so I'm smoking that, and so these are a little bit smaller chunks, but anyways, we're going to be putting about 5 to 8 pounds in here. You want to make sure that you've got plenty of room for that all to go in. This is the first brine. Now, this is more on your traditional side of brine. Very simple ingredients I just went over with you. You'll put the salmon in here, and that's going to go in the refrigerator with the lid on it for 48 hours. Now, a lot of brines out there say 24. I find it best 48 hours doing it this way, okay? When the 48 hours is up, we're going to take the salmon out of this brine, rinse each piece off. That's important. Rinse it off with nice fresh water. And then we come over to the candy. This is the candy brine. Okay, now I want you to know something. The title on this, because when you taste it, you're going to have the idea. This is candy apple smoked salmon. That is what this whole recipe comes down to. So to make this candy apple solution is 1 bottle of Chardonnay, and you can use any Chardonnay you like. We use Toasted Head or Sonoma Chardonnay, which is a great Chardonnay as well, but this is what they had at the time. So we got a bottle of Toasted Head Chard, works fantastic. Whole bottle in. The next thing that we put in is a quart of apple juice. And again, you can use any apple juice. Just get the 100% pure apple juice if you can. You want all the sugar on this. You don't want any of those that has the less sugar. And then on the honey, you can use whatever honey again that you like. This is what we get at Costco, and I put a half cup of this into this mixture. So these 3 things are in here kind of as the liquid. Then you put in 2 pounds of brown sugar. So that's all that's in this mixture. You will need to heat this second brine up. And you want to do all this at the same time. So when you're doing the first brine and you're getting ready to put the salmon into that, you want to do this because you have to heat this up in order to solidify the honey and the brown sugar. Otherwise, it won't melt in cold water. So or melt in cold liquid. So you've got to heat it. You got to heat it up a little bit. Don't bring it to a boil, but I would say probably a little bit more than a simmer, and just kind of let it warm up and stir as you go. And what you'll feel once all this is kind of blended together, shut the heat off, and then just let this cool down. This is actually almost to the point I can put it in the refrigerator, and because this is going to have to get nice and cold before the salmon goes in, and it'll have 2 days while it's sitting in that other brine before it goes into this brine. So 2 days in that brine, the standard brine, then it's going to go 2 days into the candy apple brine, and so another 2 days, and then on the fourth, or I should say the 5th day, that morning, I'll pull it out of the candy brine. I do not rinse the salmon off, and it goes directly onto the barbecue or smoker, and we'll start on that. So anyways, I wanted to give you this information here, and I'll be back when we are going to be transferring the salmon from the first initial brine to this one. And then when I'm done with this one, then we'll be showing the transfer onto the barbecue for the smoking. Anyways, I'll catch you guys in a little bit. Hey guys, so we've been 48 hours of soaking the salmon here in the initial brine. Why don't you come over with the camera? You can see the salmon sitting in here. They're all happy and prettied up. So this was 48 hours. Now they're going to get transferred from this one into this one, the candy. This is the candy apple solution. You can see the solution inside there, I believe. Anyways, and they will sit in here for another 48 hours. I'm planning on smoking this fish. Today is Saturday morning. I'm planning on smoking this fish sometime on Monday morning. Anyways, so I'm going to do that transfer, and really important, quick note, that both of these containers have been in the refrigerator the whole time. You don't want to let any of this warm. It needs to stay nice and cold in the refrigerator. Okay, so with that being said, I'm going to show you what I basically do. I take one of these pieces here, and really nice pretty fish here, and we're just going to nice and cold water and just give it a little rinse off. That's what you want to do. Otherwise, if you don't, you go right into the candy. Some of that salt, you may have too much salt on this fish, and it'll be just way too salty. So give it a little rinse just like that, and then I just put it meat side down right into that solution. And that's it, guys. When this is, when come Monday morning, we'll start the smoking process. I'll bring you guys back in for that. Hey, good morning, gang. Well, it's Monday morning, just about 7:45. and it's smoking time. So I'm going to kind of give you a little rundown of what I got going on right now. So in here, I have, I don't know if you're going to be able to see this real well. See if I can. In this bag here, okay, yeah, something like that, is wood chips. And these are the apple wood chips. I put them in this 2.5-gallon bag, Ziploc bag, and I soak them for about 15 minutes. They've been in there about 10. They're going to go about another 5 to 10 minutes, and that's about it. If you were going to use a traditional smoker, you would probably want to soak them longer because on traditional smokers, the wood gets heated differently, and you want a little more moisture in the wood. But on my barbecuer, I'm going to be putting them in these double pans, these aluminum pans. And if I over soak them, which I've done before in the past, I find that they just don't smoke. They take forever to start smoking. So 15 to 20 is about the most I soak the wood chips for. And it gives it just enough moisture so it doesn't do any real big flare-ups. And it smokes really nice. Also, once I have the wood chips in these pans, or I'm going to put them in one pan, but they're double lined. I'm going to cover it with aluminum foil and then poke holes in the aluminum foil. So I'll show you all of that once I have it up on the barbecuer. But I just wanted to give you a little rundown so far of what is kind of going on. I've already got the barbecuer cleaned up. I'll be showing you guys in a few minutes once I get this stuff laid out there how it kind of looks, and we're going to get smoking. So stay tuned. All right, so we're out here now, and I'm going to kind of show you my barbecuer, and it's a 4-burner barbecuer. Nothing too fancy, stainless steel, but this is one of the cheap models because I burn through these things about every 5 to 7 years. So I don't really want to spend a whole ton of money. I think I picked this thing up for like $190 or something at Home Depot. It's a Next grill, if just for anybody that is interested. And I don't really use this temperature thing up here for when I'm actually smoking the fish. I find it very inaccurate. I'm going to actually use an electronic thermometer, and I'll show you how that all plays out here. But anyways, that's pretty much what I've got here. This is what I'm going to convert now into a smoker. Really simple, and I've moved one of the grates over, and I've taken these things out, which are the flame arresters, and I've set these over here. So this way here, this is the wood chips in this container here, and I've poked holes like I said I was going to, and I just did them on the right side because this right side of this container is going to be over here. And if there is a little bit of a flare-up, the salmon are going to be over on this side. Anyways, I'll be showing you guys more of that, but I just wanted to kind of give you an idea. So this is going to go over there, and I'll show you once I have everything in place, all right? All right, guys, so this is how it's kind of set up. You can see I have the salmon laid in there. I don't want the salmon touching too much. I want to make sure there's enough area between the salmon so the smoke gets fully wrapped. The skin is left on the bottom of the fish, and or I should just say it's left on the fish, and it's skin side down. You want that on the grates. I also rub the grates with some. These are stainless steel, so if you don't, the skin will stick to it really bad. So it's important to rub it with a little bit of avocado oil. Don't use olive oil because it can kind of leave a little bit of a flavor to the fish. It'll kind of smoke. The avocado won't leave any kind of flavor, even if you have the skin on there. So anyways, that is apple juice that is in there, just straight apple juice. That's for the moisture. And down below, I think you can kind of see there a little bit, is the other pan with the wood chips. I have just the one burner on right now, which you can see is just this side here. I have it on high to get the wood chips to start smoking a little bit. Once they do, I'll turn this knob all the way to the low side, and the lid will stay closed at that point. I will not open this lid then for 3 hours, and that'll be pretty much it. Over here I have the thermometer. Let's see if you can see that a little bit. Right now the temperature on the left side says 54 degrees. That is the thermometer up there. I have the cable just kind of running through the back side here and inside like that. That'll kind of give me an accurate reading. And I have the temperature thing set at 140. I cooked this, I smoked this fish in the heat for at 135 degrees, between 135 and 140, and for 3 hours. So anyways, that's kind of the idea of it. I wanted to give you a little step back shot of how that looks. Anyways, you can kind of hear, I think you can hear the wood chips kind of sizzling in the pan a little bit, and I'm already kind of starting to get a smell of the wood smoke. So really nice. I love the smell of apple wood. Anyways, in 3 hours, these puppies are going to be done, and I'll show you what that looks like. So I just wanted to kind of pan over this way. Wanted to show you, this is the boat yard for the bald eagle. This is where it stays pretty much through the main part of the winter until we get back to our next fishing season. So, and right now I'm getting kind of excited. I'm already starting to work on my crab pots. I've got 4 sitting here, and 3 of these right now are brand new, and I have another 2 coming that'll give me a total of 6 pots. I have one of my older rebar ones that is still in good shape. I had to throw my old ones out. They were just really bad shape. But I got these nice stainless steel ones. I will go over more about the rigging and where I bought them and all that good stuff when we get closer to crab season, which I'm really, really excited and looking forward to. Anyways, that's it for now, guys. I'll see you back here when these are done in 3 hours. See ya. Hey, guys. So we're done. It's been 3 hours. Come here for a minute. Come on in a little closer. Look how beautiful these things look. And you can see all the fat that has come up on all the fish. And I had to cheat, so I already nibbled on this one. Oh my God. So I'm going to eat right in front of you guys. So here we go. Oh, look at the moisture on that thing. I mean, see, this is where they make the mistake when they smoke the fish too much. And it's just, petrified. Oh, I don't even want to talk. This is just too damn good. Wow. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope that you'll be able to give this a try. And if you have any questions on this, please email me them. I'm sorry, I'm just going nuts here with the fish. Just let me know what questions you have. I'll answer them the best I can. Otherwise, have fun with it. All barbecuers are going to be different. You're going to have to play with it a little bit, but wow, it is just so good. The apple flavor in the fish with the smokiness, unbelievable. Guys, have a great one. I'll catch you on the next video.